All right, let's get into this. So this is a woman that was friendly with John?
Yes, very much so. Yeah, I believe she helped modeling wise and had a lot of personal interactions with John, and pretty much all of them bad.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah,
so that's right.
To start by just introducing you, and just wanted to know if maybe you wouldn't mind telling people who you are and how you met John, and when things sort of started to go sour between you guys.
Okay, well, last summer during COVID, I guess, I started listening to podcasts. I wasn't really a podcast person,
right?
But I had nothing to do. So I saw that, and I was a fan of his from back in the day, Howard.
Sure, yeah.
But then he was off my radar for years when he left for the Tonight Show. I don't watch the Tonight Show.
So you weren't a Leno fan, no?
Well, I just don't want. He was off my radar. I didn't know anything,
Sure.
And then it was in the news, that how he got a hold of Trump on the Air Force
Right, yeah.
One.
So when did you become friendly with him? When did he start to become your friend?
Well, there was a point where I decided I wanted to make a donation to his podcast. I wasn't.
The beginning of the end right there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
Money.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Yeah.
She says she wasn't much into podcasting, but that's good because John's not much of a podcaster.
That's right.
So it fits.
It's like when Jack won the Titanic ticket in that poker game. I think it's good luck.
I didn't realize how much he needed. I thought that he was still a celebrity of caliber financially. I didn't know that, but I did know that he was mentioning needing a new computer, needing this, needing that.
Yeah.
So I just I've been donating anyway. Sorry,
Sure.
WATP people. I am a Democrat.
Hey, don't feel
Sorry.
bad. I used to be a Democrat too, so don't feel bad. I totally understand it. Everybody has a different opinion. Sure.
I'm the total opposite of Karl and Adam, but we can agree to disagree. Okay.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So anyway, I was very involved with that, and so I wanted to make a kind of pretty large donation, and then because of that, he called me personally.
Oh.
Okay, well, I mean, he does claim that if you donate a certain amount, you do get to talk to him. Well, he doesn't say he will call you whether you like it or not. I think it.
How much do I have to donate for him never to call me?
So I don't know. We were kind of like flirting. It was, and then it got to the point where I started noticing he's kind of a
asshole.
I don't know, abusive, drunken
Goblin.
kind of person when he doesn't like what you're saying to him on the phone, or if you don't send him the money right away that you promised to send.
And that's pretty weird.
Wow.
Baby, I love you. You got that check?
Yeah, that's a woman you just met.
Yeah,
he barely knows.
Calverton
Because you would
says
think
it in
he
the
would
chat.
be happy.
Predatory.
Yes.
What a fucking piece of shit.
Yes.
Somebody's helping him at all. It seems like whatever you're able to do for him,
But there's, I got DMs like, "Where's the money? You said you were giving me the money," and I was like,
right. And
what?
I did receive, for those of you watching, Heather actually did reach out to me and send me some images. So later on, I do have a little bit of a package we can go through. If you don't mind, Heather, I can bring some of this stuff up on the screen and we can discuss it. And it surprised me, some of what I saw. But I gotta say, it didn't really surprise me too much, because I actually received some, I wouldn't necessarily call them threats, stupid troll, like at least an attempt at trolling, but I did receive some messages from John. And this was right after I had to give my information for the DMCA case, which ended up getting ruled in my favor anyways. But I suspect that
another guy John tried to strike down. Another guy right here.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't like what he has to say about him. all this guy does is try and censor free speech. That's all this fucking liberal fucking does, is try to go around and shut everybody up who has a negative or different opinion on him. And he hides behind this family shit and this and that, but he's a giant pussy.
Absolutely. That tracks too, because that is the pussy way, is doing it in a fake sock account, trolling somebody where you're not using your real name or identifying yourself, but he wants to know who you are.
Right? Yeah.
John's goal is to try to collect information to try to dox people. So to hear these messages, it didn't.
And when was this from? 2021?
Yes, sir. Yep. The events that she went through, I believe, were in 2020.
Right. I think that's what she said. Yeah.
During COVID. Yeah.
Right.
So you got 5 years ago, essentially, this Adam Goldstein fella laying out the foundation of John, getting as much personal information on somebody as possible to dox them and their family.
Kid figured it out. He's not. Kid figured it out. He's not old enough to grow a mustache. God bless him.
Right. Right.
Surprised me, but then I saw the nature of some of the stuff, the pervasiveness of it. It really kind of creeped me out. But it does trace back to John, correct?
Well, yes, and I didn't pay attention in these past decade or whatever, that I didn't know his whole thing about how he's so sensitive and he wants to sue everybody, and like I didn't know all that.
Again, 2020. Same guy, hasn't changed a bit.
Nope.
I hadn't really paid any attention to him since Stern Show. You know,
Sure. You don't realize how thin his skin really is until you're in his crosshairs. Not that he can really do anything, but it's just, it's funny. It's like everything they say about this guy is true.
Yeah. Now, 2020 hindsight, I know now, but but he also wanted it. It was kind of like I don't know, flirty relationship. And it was kind of, so then he was like, you're so pretty, you're so hot, I can't wait to visit you, I can't wait you to visit me, and maybe we'll become like a relationship of some kind.
He was courting you, basically.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure,
I was too, in a little bit.
Yeah,
in a little way.
So does a stripper when you're at the strip joint.
Right.
And she's courting you as you give her all your money.
Oh, that's right. He's catfishing her.
She's courting you into that VIP room, dog.
Right. Oh my God, you're so handsome.
Yeah. Yeah, because if she just said, mind if I put my knee in your balls and you come, you go, you know what? I'm all right,
Yeah.
They got to disguise that a little bit,
Yeah, what is it with their knees? Jeez.
Yeah, I don't know. How'd you like to come on my heel? You go, well, what's that run?
Let me see your heel.
Let me see your heel first.
That's going to be a good job.
And then, and we, at the beginning, that, it was fine. But then, if he was inebriated at night, calling me and anything that had been said, he was sensitive to, he would be very abusive. Then I was.
How was he abusive verbally, you mean?
Yes.
Like, what kind of stuff would he say to you?
This Adam kid's good. You're good, Adam.
Good.
Follow up on the follow up.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
He would call me a Barry Wassa.
He swore on his mom that he would come and hang out with me. He sang me a song to fall asleep to that he wrote for his kids.
Heather, you're being too sensitive, and
that's rich coming from him.
Oh, he called me a liar. You're a liar. You said you would send me money. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Wow.
This was.
I did see that one DM where it looked like he asked you for money, and then the next day, it maybe had been one day, 24 hours later, he was already like, "Where's the money? Where's my money?" Instead of,
and then
"Hey, do you mind sending me that now?" Yeah.
He would call me and say, "You're a liar. You're a liar." And then and then of course, then it became another thing where he wanted me to troll other people that said bad things about him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Beer sales Heather.
Hamhead says, go watch the early Ricos. The laptop John recorded on was bought 100% by the lady on screen. For all you newbies, she also paid his rent.
Wow. Wow.
That's crazy.
Fuck he is.
Piece of shit.
Wow.
I had heard something about that the last time I'd seen you on Who Are These Podcasts. I'm sorry, I heard you on the last episode of Who Are These Podcasts, and that got me so excited because I thought up until then that John had scared you away. So this was Chrissy Mayer, where he asked you to troll Chrissy Mayer?
Well, I didn't. It was at the very beginning of all this. I didn't realize any of that. I'm not like it. I'm a newbie as far as this whole podcast and trolling.
Sure,
and this,
yeah.
But I was a nice person until I got involved with him, and I think there's some other people I can say that about. Because she said something bad about him, calling him a dabbler.
Oh yeah, I actually did, and I don't know if you saw the last week's episode that I did where I covered that, and a lot of people have covered that. That was hilarious.
Karl, yeah. So basically, I was asleep during. It was at night. He did that interview with her.
Yep.
I was asleep, and then the next morning he was begging me to get on her Twitter and troll her and tell her John's the best. He's headlines everywhere.
Oh, he's a headliner. Oh my God.
A headliner.
One guy told him that, was probably being polite 10 years ago, and he still tells that story. He said, "You're a headliner, John," right? Like that.
If the guy even said that to him.
Yeah, I've heard him now say. I've heard it many times now.
No, the guy probably said, "You're a headliner."
Or he goes, because somebody didn't show up, and he's like, "You're the headliner," like one of those.
Yeah.
You know what? You got to let other people compliment you instead of saying, "Hey."
I'm sorry. They said to him, "You have a line on your head."
It goes right from here to here. It's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, this about it.
The MC and the feature car broke down, and the cook doesn't speak English. So I guess it's you, John.
My first headline, kid.
It's oh my God.
Well, he wanted me
That's
to
pathetic.
Say it. He wanted me to say it as if I didn't even know him, like just to get back at her,
right?
You know? And her boyfriend was writing back to me, and it was getting
Frank Pellegrino, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it was getting uncomfortable for me because John would call me. What did you tell her? What did you say? What did she say?
He is literally. I said this yesterday.
Well documented.
I changed my opinion. I thought he was a 16-year-old boy all this time. He is a 16-year-old girl.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is mean girl shit, man. That's all that is.
Yeah, he's like that Netflix documentary with that mom texting their own daughter the whole time, terrorizing the kid.
Well, let's see. Maybe he's not true to himself, if you know what I mean. And this is a lot of anger and angst.
Absolutely, Mike.
That he knows what he actually is inside, but he can't transition into reality of what he is.
What do they call that? Latent
homosexuality. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Latent what?
Closet homo.
Yeah.
In your honest opinion.
My honest opinion.
Latent pickle kissing, I believe, is the medical term.
You play for the pink team?
Because his other moderator, I don't know if you knew his chat moderator, Ryan.
Yes, I know about that now.
Okay, because
I know about it now.
But did you hear the episode where he came forward and talked to WATP?
Yes.
And he basically afterwards he said, "I'm done with this." Maybe it was you that had mentioned it to me, but he basically said, "I'm done with this. Like I'm going to come forward, I'm going to tell my story, but I don't want to keep popping up. I don't want to go back and forth with John." And I can understand that because John.
As soon as he did that interview with WATP, I started getting more of these, I don't know what you call them,
threats.
Call.
I mean, this is the same thing that happened when we had Andrea and Benny Loco and I think Nikki B. I think all of them at one point were on the show at one time, and leading up to that, just talking about them on the show, they were all getting contacted by John in one form or another, warning them not to do the shows, warning them not to go on.
But that's the thing about John. Even if they weren't coming on the show, they're constantly getting messages from John.
Right.
Asking for stuff, asking for them to do this for them, asking for money, asking for all this. You can't get away from that with this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
How much money has beer can sales Jerry given John? You think?
I mean,
thousands. Yes.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Mm-hmm.
You're my
Oh,
favorite.
Spoof calls. Okay, we'll get into that one too. Yep, you did mention that.
Voicemail, bot call, or I don't know what you call them, but
The Google calls. Well, I used to get them for a while from them.
Okay, so Heather, so what's been going on right now with John is obviously something that's been going on for a long time, but it seems like there's been some new developments. Can you tell me about that, about some of the threats that you've received from John?
Well, yeah, it was going on for a while, and then it was over for a long time. But then when I went on WATP, and you mentioned me, and other people stuck up for me, were supporting me. He didn't like at all. Like,
I could tell that.
He gets enraged. So I was getting these, I don't know what you call them, spoof calls, fake phone number call, texts, all kinds of things.
Just creepy calls, and you could tell, like, it sounded to me like it's pretty obvious what the source of it was, but it was designed to make it look like it wasn't.
Well, one of them said flat out, "I am going to play all of your phone calls on my show."
Really? Wow.
And then
wow. Wait a minute. It sounds like he says he has recordings of phone conversations with this woman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is that what I heard?
That's what he said.
You're correct, sir.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's interesting because he lived in California at the time, and California is a two-party consent state.
Right.
Wow. And threat. Let me hear this again.
Make it look like it was.
One of them said flat out, "I am going to play all of your phone calls on my show."
Really? Wow. Jesus.
And then at that time, I knew that it's not legal for him to even record me, so I just said, "Go ahead and do it."
But for him to threaten that is blackmail, no?
Well, yeah, and he also kept up with the broken record. I'm gonna tell your dad. I'm a grown woman. I'll tell your dad.
Wow. Wow.
John, you are consistent.
You're right. Not unoriginal is a better word.
Yeah, that too.
Wow.
But yes, definitely consistent. Yeah. Most retards are.
This is amazing.
Shuli, can I make this episode public, please?
Yeah.
Everybody needs to see this.
That's
sure,
true.
no problem.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's see how this episode ends. I mean, we're almost done with this package. You know, it could go horribly wrong.
Shuli, can you take money out of the members' pockets?
Yeah.
Here's how you know that he's just using her for money. He was not at all interested in her romantically, because he did the opposite with Kate, because he wanted to get in Kate's pants.
Right.
So he
it had
put up
nothing to
with
do
all
with
this
money.
shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should do, because we just took 10 minutes out of this interview and we're watching this 10-minute clip.
Mm-hmm.
So we should get another 10 minutes maybe for the next Rico, or do we keep it a Blunder thing? I don't know. Because I agree, more people should see this.
And there's so one person.
Yeah, there is a lot more. Yeah, Frog, what were you saying?
I can tell you one person for sure who's going to see this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's do it.
I'm gonna tell your dad.
Tell your dad what he was going to release recordings of you, I guess. I remember hearing about that.
Something
too.
like he knows that I'm sensitive to having my parents involved, so he uses that.
Wow.
Who would? Who wouldn't?
There's part one.
Wow.
What a class act, huh?
And even through all that, she was trying to be nice. She's like, I was getting these things. What do you call them? Like spoofs? And he's like, no, threats.
Yeah.
Threatening you.
The Heather W. saga was a turning point for a lot of people. He went from a cartoon evil person to real evil person. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I say the GoFundMe, it's designed to help us fight against evil. This guy ain't right, man. Hey, thanks for watching that clip. We got a bunch more stuff from a bunch of different other shows. So if you want to support us, you want to be a part of what's happening here, subscribe, notify, and get yourself a membership. 2 levels, $5, $10. We got more bonus shows than we know what to do with. So help us out. Get in here.